some Bible history. So John Wycliffe was the first one to translate it from Greek to Latin, because that's what basically the Romans and everyone speak in those periods was Greek. So it was originally written in Greek, not Hebrew, not Aramaic. If it was, there's none around at this time. There's no New Testament in Aramaic at all, or Hebrew. Okay, that's Old Testament. So anyways, let's go back to the New Testament. So the oldest ones we have are in Greek writing. And then the first one to translate it into Latin, which is what all the priests back in the 50s used to speak, was Latin. So in the old days, when they converted to Latin, they wanted the priests to speak Latin. In fact, the parishioners used to actually believe it or not even understand it. They just sit there just amazed and just listen to the priest because he was speaking magic words that only him and God. So everyone had to listen to the priest because he was nearer to God than them. So anyway, some people started getting mad at this point and says, well, why can't we read the Bible and all this stuff? And so during that time, what was the guy's name? John Tyndale in the 1500s. He was one of the first ones to do a major translation from the Latin into English. Well, he was loved so much for this that they literally burnt him at the stake. How much money do you think the church lost at this time? Because no one had to go to church anymore because they had look, I have the book right in front of me. And he wasn't the only one burnt at the stake. What a sick world, huh? So then, so there was many translations of the Bible. I mean, there was, let's say, I would say 10 to 15, but 7 major ones, even before the original King James Version, which came out in 1611. And now, what you probably have the King James at home. How many revisions have there been? Like, I know there was one in 1952, and I'm pretty sure there was 1 or 2 after that. The revisions and changes in the Bible happens constantly. Which Bible are you reading? And like I said, they can go back now. There's over 5,000 different versions of the old Greek New Testaments they have found over the years. Which one are you reading? You see, they only put out the one, and they keep changing the one, because they know if they can't put out 5,000 different New Testaments, because everyone would be really confused. You're listening and believing things that were written by many people, and not even the apostles themselves. The apostles didn't write the letters from the apostles. None of that is real. It's all but someone told stories that someone wrote down generations later. And someone put it together because it made a neat little book. You can believe in any faith you want. Listen, it beats it beats being evil, I believe, in community and all that stuff. But when you harm people's lives and bring people to church during COVID and you kill people for your faith, that's a whole different story.